Hello, my name is Muhammad Atif Qureshi, and I'm going to demonstrate a new news search engine system called Perspective Aware News Search. This system provides more insight into news search results by showing amount of perspective within the search results. This empowers users to view how different search engines behave across different queries. Meanwhile, it also shows how different news websites report same news differently. So what you see right before your screen is actually uh, this the interface, which is similar to the standard search engine interface, but there is just one more box, which is called perspective box over here, where the user can write the perspective or viewpoint that she would likes to see being present inside the new search results. So let's start with an example. So the query is going to be Edward Snowden, and I'm going to see for the perspective being activism. So the thing is, I want to see that when new search results appear before me, how much amount of perspective activism being present inside that. So which news websites are talking about activism when they are discussing Edward Snowden, and how much of those results being pulled by a search engine, let's say Google, Bing, or Yahoo. So let me hit the search button and see what happens. So I can see two parts of the results, one being the visualization, and other being the standard way of representing search results. But there is just one more addition. So let's start with the second one, which is kind of standard. You can see three search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing news search for all of them, and we have used the US version of it. And you can see what's the difference between the standard one now is here you can see there are some phrases appearing which are related to the definition of perspective that the user issued, that is activism. So these terms were used inside the article by Washington Post, that is public good, parliamentary committee, trade associations, security. And you can see a score over here as well, that is how much perspective is being discussed or is present inside the this article. And you can see it's relatively at rank 4. So you can see on the 10 results in Google, it's at the rank 4. So it is like fourth highest in Google. And you can see likewise it's fifth highest the next one, and likewise you can see so and so forth. And you can let's see which one is the rank 1 result. So here it is, the rank 1 result. You can see there are much stronger terminologies over here, such as civil disobedience, an act of conscious, and you can see whistleblowing, whistleblower, and score is like 11.41. Likewise, you can see across as well, different search engine performs. I mean, let's see in Yahoo, you can see it is at rank 2, 2.15. This is rank 9, relatively lower in terms of score, 0.44. And it makes sense, like non-profit group, unlock, security agency. Yeah, it is somewhat related, but not too much. Likewise, here you can see on the 6th result, whistleblower, and so on and so forth, protesters, whistleblower. So this gives kind of what's going on. So a user can see without clicking on this, the article without reading it, can have a idea what is going to happen when he's going to read that article. So you can decide whether he or she wants to read it or not on the basis of that, and it just summarizes it as well. And we can see now on the visualization what information is present over there. So there are two parts of the visualization. First is the graph, which discusses only about the websites, and other is about the search engine. So let's discuss first the first graph. Here you can see average perspective score and then websites. So you can see like there are 30 results. So there are number of websites over there, 10 each in each of the search results by the search engine like Google and Yahoo and Bing. So the highest one having the average perspective score is from Guardian. So Guardian actually has a higher perspective when discussing Edward Snowden, and it's from activism. So these are only from the top results. And here it's CNN, which contains like 2 results being pulled out of those 30 results, uh, and it's at 5.74 in the average. So it was just 1 result out of those 30, and it has 2 results. And if you want to see more on what's happening in each search engine, if these websites are to be considered, so we can hit this thing, show more, and we can see CNN is being pulled by Bing 2 times. Number of results being pulled, all of them were being pulled by CNN, and none were by Google, by Yahoo or Google. Whereas Yahoo relies much more on news.yahoo.com. So 30% of the results on this query are from here. And likewise, you can see Washington Post, if I'm right. Yeah. So 2 results are being pulled by Bing, 20% of the results in the top 10, and 1 result was pulled by Google. So user can have a rough idea which website is being preferred by which search engine over the other. And likewise, we can see how, when they are discussing those websites, what is the amount of perspective present in the retrieved article when they are pulling out of those websites. So there might be a case where, let's say, CNN has 2 articles being pulled on Google and 1 being pulled on Yahoo, but the amount of average perspective is higher in Google than in Yahoo. So that could be a case. And so user might be interested in seeing this as well. And this is what this graph shows. So let's hide this one and see the other 2 graphs. So here it talks about just the search engine. So what's happening in the top rank one, irrespective of what's the website. So you can see like in top 1, the amount of perspective is higher in Yahoo. 2, it's in Bing, relatively higher, but small amount. Likewise, you can see in rank 4, Bing has relatively higher. Likewise, so and so forth. At rank 7, Bing has the highest for itself, and it's about 11.34 if you can read the perspective score, which is being, and the hover tooltip. Likewise, it's from CNN, and then at the rank 8, Yahoo picks up like around 11.41 perspective score, but it's from Guardian, as we can see from the hover tooltip. Now, the user might be interested in seeing cumulative effect of these perspective scores. So which search engine discusses highest amount of perspective? And so we can see this graph, and like here we can see like Bing discusses like 22.16 of the perspective. So it is relatively higher than the rest. So if the user is interested in activism, so he might feel that Bing is much better for him when he's reading about Edward Snowden and activism compared to Google and Yahoo being the lowest. So this is just one example. Let's try another one. Let's see another example, and it being Google, and we want to see privacy concerns in Google, or privacy, let's say. So we are interested in seeing how different search engines discusses Google with respect to privacy. When they're talking about Google, how much of them talks about privacy when they are talking about Google. So just to show from the cumulative perspective score, it seems like Yahoo is is focusing too much on that. So 153, followed by Bing, and Google discusses a little lesser than, almost about half of that, somewhere like it's 150, and yeah. So, and we can see why is that. We can read some of the terminologies which are being representative of the privacy, data protection over here, privacy policy, privacy policies. This is very less a random term. We can't, I don't know, somehow it would be related in the concepts in Wikipedia, how we have pulled. So it's not yet a perfect system, but it shows somewhat good information. Here you can see like we have like again the company tried guarantee. It's low, again low in the score. Over here it's a bit higher because lawyers rights out, and then data protection, privacy, and so on and so forth. So that's it about this demonstration, and You can see other queries which are provided inside the guidelines, and you can try on the online link as a reviewer. And I hope that our systems will perform good, because we have limited resources. So you should only try the queries which we have provided, because for that we have performed the crawling and not any other query. But on the day of demonstration, we will welcome newer queries, or on the runtime we will welcome them. Thank you.